encounter, Distaggio. Back at you at Castle Clash here. Current dilemma is I rolled a Berserk 5, but I already have a Pumpkin Duke with Revitalize 5, so that would be tough for me to replace. My Druid has a Revitalize 4, that might make sense. However, I think based on the collective feedback I've received from quite a few people, it makes the most sense to put that Berserk 5 on an extra spare Pumpkin Duke. So now I have a Pumpkin Duke with the Berserk 5, and I have a Pumpkin Duke with a Revitalize 5. Once I get that Pumpkin Duke leveled up, I will have a lot of flexibility for various game modes in the future, and I think that's the best play here. I am going to continue to roll some talents and see what I can get on my Dread Drake here. I've got to get something better than Blade Shell. That Blade Shell was locked down my Dread Drake simply because I was thinking for a few days what I'm going to do with that Berserk. And so that locked Blade Shell, unfortunately, on Dread Drake. But that's alright. We'll just get that off, get something else on him. I mean, even here, Bulwark, 2 of 8 is clearly better than Blade Shell, so we'll take that one. And see what else we can get here. Stone Skin, 5 of 8. That's an interesting one. Very interesting. So that's a damage reduction, sort of a survival talent. And heavily debating on this one too. I keep rolling. Actually, I'm terrible at rolling heroes, but I seem to be able to roll 5 of 8 talents pretty frequently. Here's where I was thinking Orc's Bane, but I already got a Tenacity. I do think Stone Skin's a little bit better on Orc's Bane, but since I got that Tenacity 5, I'm going to leave that there. So eventually what I end up doing is put that on the Death Knight. So, I don't know. Again, survival talents aren't super awesome or anything. And you can see here, I'll just show a couple heroes here on my Pixie. I have 5 slowdown. So that's another 5 I had rolled. Actually, that was somewhat recently. I think what I had on Pixie was Revitalize, and that wasn't really helping her very often. So anyways, that's where we're at, guys. I also got a 5 heavy blow on the Siren. That Siren was born with that one. There's my spare Pumpkin Duke. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm setting up my bases to run a bunch of sweeping. I do have to level up my Pumpkin Duke, Dread Drake. 2 heroes there, so I'm just going to pull all these guys off the altar there. Alright, we'll go ahead and sweep that Here Be Monster a couple times here. Not too great of experience on that here. Also, I got my video playing a little higher speed. It was like going a little bit slow. I want to take the edge off. I'm a little bit impatient. It's like, get me to the stuff. Okay, so this is my Berserk 5 Pumpkin Duke, and essentially what I'm doing here, I'm just going to start feeding him a little bit. Again, I mean, I don't have a lot of honor badges. I'm kind of running out of supplies that I've been accumulating over the months and months and months that I was not posting YouTube videos, but was actually still doing stuff. And so you can see I got that Berserk 5. And I'm just going to kind of get his talent up. I do have tons of shards too, 80,000. So that's one thing I did have a decent number of. But again, I can't be feeding everything, especially with the new Dread Drake hero. And now I got this Pumpkin Duke. It's like I'm just debating here. It's like, oh, do I want to go this one? Do I want to do it? Okay, 6 of 10. I can do 6 of 10. That's not too bad. I'm going to hold right there, though. I don't think I'm going to go to 7 of 10 here. Let's circle back over to Dread Drake. And I have 43,000 gems, it would appear. And so I'm just going to keep rolling here. See what else I can get here on him. And again, he is naturally born with his ability as Revitalize 5. So let's say here that can have 3 talents. His ability has Revitalize 5, plus he can have the Inscription, etc. So I don't know why I'm looking around too hard on this Berserk. I'm just trying to see if I have anyone in my altar that's just kind of useless. Plus, if folks have been curious about what I got on my altar and things like that, but through rolling talents, through the year plus that I've been playing, well, almost 2 years now. Wow. Time flies, I guess. Wow, I probably started YouTube about 2 years ago, and I want to say right around this time of November. So I'm going to keep rolling here. Turns out that Berserk wasn't anything. And you can see rolling a lot of 1 of 8s here. War God, blah, blah, blah. Nothing so awesome. One thing I do like about rolling talents, even though rolling talents is painful, I do like that once you get it, you got it. Once you get it, you got it. Rolling heroes, you sort of have you could spend all your gems and not get a new hero. but you're definitely going to get a talent. I don't know, what's with me and rolling Berserks today? So it's only 3 of 8, but again, I'm looking for my altar because when you take your altar and you raise like a 2 of 8 to a 3 of 8, that increases your might. And I'm always interested in looking and ensuring. See, there we go. See that Spirit Mage right there, a 1 of 8? And then funny enough, I rolled it. But anyways, I got a 3 of 8 on the next roll slowdown. So that was just one of those slips. Oops, that's all right. So again, when I put that 3 of 8 onto that Spirit Mage who had a 1 of 8, that Spirit Mage increased my might a little bit. So just kind of poking around here, taking a look at what I got. Again, that's nothing so great. So basically 3 of 8s might help me here. So here I'm sitting on my Destroyer that's at 2 of 8. So if I did roll something like this, a 4 of 8 Tenacity, I can pop that on that Destroyer and again increase my might. I can also pop it on any of these greens too. So look at that. By the way, look at that Frost Witch. If you saw it there really briefly, I opened up a Frost Witch card that had Life Drain 5 on it. So that Frost Witch right next to that marksman right there has Life Drain 5. That is an awesome Frost Witch. I actually used her on Here Be Demon battle. So I'm going to toss that Tenacity 4 on marksman. Again, that also increased my might a little bit. So, and look at this, Self-Destruct 5. So I just keep rolling 5s after 5s after 5s. No, I'm not a huge fan of Self-Destruct. In fact, one could argue I hate that. Look at that. I got that on my ninja already, so it's like that's one thing you think of. So just put it on a ninja or something. Just old school ninja was the old Self-Destruct ninja. Alright, thanks for watching. Next video, I roll an insane talent for Vlad Dracula. You won't believe it. It'll be awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for helping me with that decision on Berserk 5. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.